boy GroovNuke, and I'm checking in with my boy Goody, man. We in the building. I'm trying to get this mic out my face. But what's up with you, bro?
Man, good to be here. Glad to be here, man. Can't complain.
For sure, man. Hey, appreciate you for taking the time out, bro. Checking in with us now.
Man, I appreciate y'all for having me. I always got to stop through with the family, man. Y'all like it's an extension of the family.
For sure, bro. We appreciate you, no doubt, man. But hey, we've been locked in, bro. I always say every time I connect with you, bro, we've been locked in since I've been here, bro. Me and Summer, man. Hey, shout out to Jazz for connecting the interview with us, bro. That was
Definitely
good,
shout
bro.
out to Jazz.
For sure, man. So hey, talk about for those who don't know, talk about your early start with music and how you rose to doing music.
Definitely. Just my early start in music. I come from a real musical family. My uncles played jazz, like jazz musicians, classical, like just contemporary, all types of just music. One played piano, like super extremely well.
Sure.
And I think that kind of is like the first seed into like my musical influence. Then when you go to the next layers, my cousin, Prolific, he produced for Lupe Fiasco, Jasmine Sullivan, Drake, Jay-Z.
Ah, that's dope.
You feel me? You know, Jeremiah, the list goes on. So he was a big influence. He is a big influence. Just as far as like just taste and just direction and level, like, you know, trying to achieve that higher level of, you know, artistry. So that was like my early introduction. And then once I got to high school, I just started kind of, you know, taking my influences that was in my house and then just exploring that in the world. So like me and Ron, we had a blog called Forever Genesis.
For sure.
And we used to just run around the city and just running down on any and everybody from King Louis, all the drill people. Like, this is at the peak, early phase of drill for real. That just seeing artists, you know, do their thing, that also was like a big influence for me, because at this point I really wasn't even rapping yet. I was just, you know, trying to find my way. I went to college for media and management. Sure. So I always had a passion for, like, you know, media and just music and the arts and stuff like that. So I felt like once I got to college, I had just looked and realized I had this, you know, big melting pot of just experience, influence, and I just had this crazy confidence. Like, man, I feel like I'm better than most of these rappers. It ain't even about feeling like I'm better than, because that was how I felt, but I just knew I had something to say, and I wanted to start telling my story the way, you know, I saw it and the way I was experiencing it. So that's kind of, you know, just the precursor to just, you know, the backstory of how I got started.
For sure. Now with coming in the game with that type level of confidence, I know you feel like everything that you do is destined, I would say.
Yeah, I do. Sometimes it's kind of crazy. It's like, I mean, you know, you just want to stay humble and just, you know, kind of keep your feet to the ground. But like, it's a lot of times I'll be like, man, like, that ain't coincidence, or, you know, just the way things happen sometimes. You know, I just give all the blessings to God. He keep blessing me for, you know, just being me. I feel like that's what's important. Like, you got to be yourself. That's one thing I want to encourage to all artists, is just, you know, continue to be yourself and make sure you always being yourself, especially in this industry, because it's an industry where, you know, they want you to sell the gimmick, sell what's fake, you know, make it look like it's real, like, you know, until you get caught up in some real stuff or whatever the case is. Like, so I just felt like just staying true and staying real to, you know, who you are is a big part of artistry too, because that's what brings out the originality.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For sure. Now, you say you got to see a lot of early artists in the game.
Facts.
Would you say, like, just watching them, because this was like, what, we talking, 2011?
Yeah, we talking 2010, 2011. Like, it was around, like, Freddie Gibbs and, like, LEP Bogus Boys and, like, you know, like, really in the thick of it for real. For like, sure. When it was happening, like, King Louis, shout out to King Louis, we used to just be around him and, like, you know, just the whole drill movement for real. Like, everybody, like, just covering events or covering, you know, car and bike shows, just little stuff here and there. And it just kind of just started just shaping my perspective and my lens of just like how artists move and what they're supposed to do and stuff like that. So
for sure. So what year was it when you dropped like your first track, your first record?
My first record, I think, had to be, I want to say 2013, 2014. I dropped a single called All I Know. I think I dropped 2 singles before that, but All I Know was the first one that was like, it was recognized. Like, it made it to the Fake Shore Drive, DJ Booth, like a lot of publications I really didn't even know about, honestly. And I was just, you know, once I saw the reaction, and I was like, man, like I could just keep going for real, because like everybody telling me like, you know, how good it is. So I just used that as confidence just to keep going and just to keep going, because I had been writing for a while. And you know, like when you, I don't know, I feel like for artists it's different, but like I was writing for a while, and it was like, for a while I felt like I was nice, but I was ready to try it. Yeah. Like I really tried now. Sure. So that was the first time I felt like I really gave it a shot, and I got some, you know, the recognition I wanted to hear from it, good feedback.
For sure. Was you under the stage name Goody back then?
Oh yeah, definitely under the stage name Goody. Yeah, I was like young, man. I was super young. I was probably like 19, 20. So, it's about 19. So yeah, it's crazy. Just a crazy experience, a crazy time. And I also kind of like with my team, we just kind of directed the video and kind of like was hands-on with the process, like just with the editing, and just kind of just was the intro to just, you know, just getting the workflow going as far as visual recording, just all of that. I was about to start working on my album, my first debut album that wasn't really a debut album, but
what made it not a debut album?
It was cool. I just didn't really know the business at the time, so it was like I was just doing a lot of stuff that just didn't make sense. So it was like the music was cool, and it was like reflective and true of who I was at that time period. But it was just like I had a whole bunch of just random samples and just stuff that you can't really do business on moving forward. So like it was just a learning experience again for me, just learning the craft, learning the business, because like you can make music, but then once you get into like, okay, how do I move the music around and where is the music gonna go? It's a different story then. So that just kind of was an eye opener.
For sure. That now, what would you consider like? What was your first like real deal of business where you like, all right, this the sound I could use to push forward?
My first real deal of business, I'd say really was while I was in school, while I was in college. I went to Middle Tennessee State in Tennessee, in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Small, super small town in the middle of nowhere. But shout out to MTSU. But while I was there, this was after I released the song All I Know. Because I was in Chicago still when I dropped All I Know.
For sure.
And when I got to college, I just realized like, well, really, I just started getting booked for shows. And it just kind of just started snowballing. Like I was doing small shows, like little house basement shows and stuff like that. Then people was asking me to come do like talent shows on campus and stuff like that, different schools that was close in the area. And then I started getting booked in Nashville. And that's what kind of like changed my, like kind of sparked my vision on just doing business and just being an artist in general. Just doing shows in Nashville, because it started just being like not on like a novice level. It was starting to materialize to something more real. And then I did the iFest in 2016. I think that was the real pivotal moment where it was like, all right, this is for real. Like I opened up for Dreezy. It was a bunch of other artists, Big Mr. Chance that came out, J. Cole. I think he was the headline. But like it was like just being on that stage and just seeing myself on that stage, and just that whole experience was like, you here, like you could really do this, like, and people rock with it. So
for sure. And you just named a lot of people from the hometown. You know what I'm saying? So,
facts.
that's definitely a inspiration, man. So talk about like how did you grow like down in Nashville even more like with your sound? Like did any like town influences, state influences come from your sound?
To be honest, like I think it's more with me. It's like a perspective thing. Like my dad, he from Clarksville, Tennessee, which is another small town outside of Nashville. And so like my whole life, we just been, you know, like we'd take trips down there to see my granddad or my uncle, just you know my family down there.
For sure.
And really since my birth, so like that's just been as much of a part of me as you know anything else. So like after I finished high school, I was in high school, and my guidance counselor was like, you should go to this school if you want to do music and entertainment. This is real good for entertainment.
He was talking about Middle Tennessee.
Yeah, Middle Tennessee. So I'm like, I'm thinking my dad, because my dad was on me about going there too, and he was like, apply here. I wanted to go to Columbia. They got these huge studios, like studios that I never even dreamed of having access to being in, like you know what I'm saying. So I was looking at it, I'm like, wait, you could just like take classes on stuff like this. Like I didn't think it was real. I'm like, that ain't nothing I ever heard of. So I took a tour. We took a tour of a bunch of schools. We went to like SIUE, went to a whole bunch of schools, and then the last school was MTSU, and my parents thought I was gonna hate it. I took a tour. We took a tour of a bunch of schools. We went to like SIUE, went to a whole bunch of schools, and then the last school was MTSU, and my parents thought I was gonna hate it, and I thought I was gonna hate it too, to be honest. And I got there, and it was very country, and I remember thinking like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but then they took us to this one building, and it was the entertainment building, the media and entertainment building, what it's called now. And they gave us a tour, and it was like these huge studios. Like the studios was huge, state of the art, like stuff that you know still is like high level studio, you know. So like I was like, this is it. I was sold. Like they, the people that built Whitney Houston and Home Studio, they built the school studios. And it ain't just like it's 1 or 2 rooms, it's like buildings. Yeah, big buildings. Rooms, for sure. It's stuff, you know, so it's like, this is exactly where I needed to be. So while I was in school, my Chicago influence was still heavy because like the drill stuff happened in my first couple of years. So I really left after my first year because I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna get in the program. So if I can't get in the program, I might as well go back to the crib and just tap back in. I was on to something. So I came back for a minute, and I was working with Ron still, and we were just tapping in on, you know, the business and just still working. And you know, he was also doing his stuff with fashion. And I was just still seeing, like, for me though, I'm like, I kind of was starting to establish something. So I was like, I probably need to go back because it's best at this point in time, and I could just still strengthen my relationships or whatever. So I just felt like with the sound, I always had, especially being away and being like when you in college and you doing shows as an artist, I felt like, you know, everybody want to just meet new people and stuff, but like for me at the time, it was like, I felt like it was a different type of energy because the energy was real. I feel like people knew like, he really from Chicago. For sure. And they could hear it in the music too. So like, I felt like just me knowing the perspective was like, I know people will fuck with this, like, not even just really everywhere. Like, if I could appeal to people everywhere, like, you know, just with my story. So I felt like, you know, Nashville, I wouldn't say nothing like influenced the sound. It is sounds though, like live music. That's what I love, and I feel like that's where the best musicians is in Nashville. For sure. For sure.
For sure. Talk about like some artists and everything from Nashville that's not necessarily on the radar, but man, they down there because you know you be having these hometown artists, man. They be putting on, bro. And one thing I learned just covering local music, man, it's people that's cold, bro. Yeah, people that's cold out there for sure.
It's a lot of dope people. It's really, I say more so than just Nashville. I gotta go Tennessee because Memphis on fire right now.
Man, talk about it.
Memphis, like, And to be honest, Memphis and Chicago like cousins. Like everybody in Memphis got family in Chicago. Everybody in Chicago got family in Memphis.
For
so
sure.
like, I just felt like that connection right there alone. And that's another thing too with the connotation when I say like MTSU. I feel like a lot of people think about like maybe Nashville or something like that, but like a lot of Memphis people like like you get really more Memphis influence than anything. So like, and they don't. For me personally, it don't feel like I miss a beat because it's so similar to Chicago. So I say like it's this one artist named Jordan Occasionally. She's super dope. She like real like house music, like eclectic, which is crazy because she from Memphis, but she do house music. But it's crazy. It's an artist named Raimi. She's dope. She's super dope from Nashville. Actually, I think she's from Canada, but is based in Nashville. An artist named Jay, yours truly, Jay. These more R&B artists, but they super dope.
For sure, they making good music.
Yeah. It's a lot more talented artists, but man, those are the ones that like I'm a fan of personally. Yeah.
For sure, and that's crazy, bro, that you said like Chicago and Memphis like cousin, because I had an auntie who stayed in Memphis, and she used to work at Graceland, you know what I'm saying? So like her going back and forth all the time, that just made me love Memphis, bro. And that grew with the music. Like she used to listen to like all the slow jams, the bluegrass, all that, but like I was more so like into like Project Pat. Man, I love what Duke Deuce out there doing. You know what I'm saying?
Duke Deuce go crazy.
For sure, man. Dolph and them, all that. I was into all that. Love everybody for sure. RP, Dolph.
Even that, like he had roots in Chicago and stuff.
Absolutely. He was originally from there, wasn't he?
Yep, absolutely. So
for sure, bro. Now, fast forward, man. You got to this about the time, man, that I was really still in an emotion of catching wins, which you start dropping tapes like demos, man. That run was serious, bro.
Man, appreciate it.
For sure.
Sometimes I go back and I listen to it. I'm like, man.
You collected all of them together, didn't you?
Yeah. We did a collection. We did the best of kind of on demos. It was just something that we felt like was strong. We put it on Audio Mac just for everybody to be able to access it. But yeah, man, them demos was demos is just close to me because it's like it's real, like raw. That's what it was supposed to be. It was like it came from just ideas of just me having music. I got a lot of music that's just not out or won't come out, and sometimes really Ron like the brainchild of just releasing the music for real. But like I don't know, the demos was like that was just raw. That was me at the time. Demos and World Series, like World Series. That was
World Series is definitely cold too, man. I really put the motion together when you had I think that was 2 when you with the bat. That shit was cold. Heavy but light shot that day. He snapped. Y'all,
shout out my boy Heavy.
For sure, y'all snapped with that, man. So with so much incorporation, man, like you say, you got Ron Louis with the fashion, you got you with the music, you also into fashion as well. We gonna get into that, and you got people like Heavy but Light who can capture your vision, man. That's good company if you.
Yeah, man. He Heavy. That's true to the name, man. Like,
for sure.
I definitely appreciate him and everything he do, man. True creative, and I feel like he helped out a lot of artists in the city too.
So many, bro.
Like he definitely dope. Like it's you know how evolution is just your artistry grows. So I feel like he even come into his own space. So
exactly.
It's crazy.
Like I was saying before we got on here, man, I said we know who we are, we know now who we may be, bro.
Facts.
I just love seeing people, bro. Like,
and he got a book. He got a lot of stuff out right now,
sure,
man.
Bro. I just love seeing people doing their thing right now, bro. I just be looking at them like, bro, do y'all know who y'all really is or what y'all gonna be if y'all continue this? Cause like, man, we be looking at artists like Jay-Z, Rick Ross, bro, and we just be like, do y'all know what they was going through when they first started, bro? And like I remember me and my homies was talking, and I was just like, everything that a lot of artists, we can't compare Jay-Z to what a lot of like artists that's in they like mid-20s starting off at, because he beat all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. So like imagine look where he at now. Then just imagine if you just overcome and beat everything while you still giving the gift of what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. That's that. Just you gotta have that dedication.
For sure, bro. And that's why I just love where I'm at, bro. And I just love like-mindedness of the artistry and people who do creative things and just even regular people, bro. Because we all really just pushing through this together. Then
absolutely,
we gonna look back like, damn, what was the fuck? What was the
Yep.
For sure, that's dope. So like, talk about like, because you say you got a music collective. It's Unlimited, correct?
Yep.
So
Unlimited.
talk about the music collective, Unlimited.
So Unlimited, that's our company. It's more like an agency, and we still growing, like in the early phases of everything. But we just want to focus on artist services. Like,
sure.
we feel like that's important. Just as an artist and working with other artists, whether they be producers or DJs or whatever. I feel like you're still an artist. Like that's your craft, your artistry. So just being able to provide services, essential services that artists need, from whether it be like consultation or assistance with production or assistance with writing, creation, anything of that nature.
Sure.
We definitely willing to assist. We've assisted a few artists already, so just kind of just building that track record into something bigger too as well. So, like I said, we're still in the early phases, but that's definitely the home of just where I release my music through.
Absolutely, that's dope, bro. And it was funny the other day. I was thinking back. I'm like, damn, we used to go to school and we used to dread homework. Now, like for the main basis of everything that we try to do in life, we got to do our homework. And everything you just sound like y'all do y'all homework.
Yeah, man. Like
what y'all do.
You got to do your homework, man. I hate going in rooms feeling like I should have. Wish I would have knew that one.
Exactly.
They got me with that one. So, and it's just learning experience. Like I didn't turn down a lot of deals too at this point. So it's like, and that ain't nothing that's like, I wish the deals would have been decent.
Exactly.
But like they, you got to know your business and you got to just stay on it, because you'll find yourself in some unfavorable situations.
Man, real unfavorable, especially when you want it and you gonna jump on it, but you gotta have that resilience in yourself, for sure.
Yeah, people play on that desperation, especially in this industry. So
for sure, but you all doing it the right way, no doubt. But man, so we hear you back here. You know what I'm saying? You had that event at Fifth Third Arena, bro. That's major, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got the Blackhawks tatted on me.
That's
what
I'm saying?
I got the Blackhawks on my left arm, bro. So man, that's I just, like I say, I love seeing stuff like that, bro. And just talk about your experience, because it was also Juneteenth as well.
Yeah.
That sounds like community building and inclusiveness. So I just love hearing stuff like that. So congratulations to you on the big moment, bro.
Appreciate it, bro.
For sure. So talk about the experience of you performing at Fifth Third Arena.
Man, it was a great experience, like you said, for the community. It was a community-based community event that Fifth Third and the Blackhawks collaborated on for Juneteenth. So they just, opened it up to the public for kids to just ice skate, take tours, speak with vendors, just get the full experience, and them just opening up their doors. I feel like it's just a step in the right direction. This was the first year that they did it. It came about through my boy Terrence Lee. He works with diversity and inclusion.
Oh yeah, that's it.
So you know what I'm saying? There we go, right there. So and shout out to him as well. Like he did a great job just accommodating us and just everything, how he orchestrated the event. Like I couldn't ask for nothing better. And it was just good to see how people put on something for us that we could all just celebrate, and just it's a step in the right direction. I feel like just with the community, and just Chicago is rich with sports and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
So I just feel like especially the youth, like it was also Father's Day, so it's my first Father's Day, and I
shout out to you.
Appreciate it,
great
bro.
fathers out there.
Appreciate it, and like just even being a father now, I think about things differently as far as community, and just like it's important just to build that strength, that union. I feel like it'll make for a better fabric for youth to grow from, like resources and things like that. Because when I was with Ron, we was 16, 17, running around doing stuff. Like, we didn't really have a lot of resources, but the resources that we had, like, we knew how to use them. So I just feel like that's what it's about now. Is like, at this point, it's just, you know, informing the youth and giving them the tools that they need so they can know how to maneuver and do the things that they want to, whether it be music, whether it be whatever. Like, it's not just an entertainment thing, it's a life thing. So, but yeah, man, shout out to Terrence. He put it together, and it was just a super dope event. Like, they gave us a tour of the, you know, arena. I didn't know it was like a multifunctional arena. Like, they opened their doors to other teams as well. Like, they showed us the training staff, the full facility. So it was just great, man. I got a chance to perform on the ice. I never performed before on ice, and that was my first time performing in the arena as well. So, and my first time performing on Father's Day, and that was my son's first time seeing me perform. So there was a lot of firsts yesterday.
For real.
And I was just glad to be able to take in the moment, take in the experience. I'm still kind of taking it in. So
absolutely,
it was amazing.
What songs did you play on your set?
I did a lot of stuff out. I did a new single. I did a single from my new project called Charles. The single's not called Charles. The album is called Charles.
For sure. You say Charles?
Yeah, that's my real name. My first name.
Oh, for sure. I would have never known that.
Yeah. So this album is definitely more personal. For real.
Yeah. It gotta be
definitely personal. And I haven't released the album, quote unquote. Like, everything's been EPs to this point, so I feel like it's time to release something full length that people could just, you know, get the full scope of me as an artist, for real. But I performed a single called Influence, which is the single from the project. So I just gave them a taste of that. Did Nia Long, Slow Jams, No Deal, Trending.
Oh yeah.
So we stayed in that World Series bag, Demos World Series. So if you're familiar with those, you know, it was definitely a great response. It was a nice turnout. So yeah, man, I couldn't be more thankful.
For sure, yeah. And they had you posted on Blackhawks 5th 3rd, man. So that's dope, bro. And it's crazy. I just went through my turn of the meal, bro, because I covered the Bears last year, bro, and that was a big part of
I definitely saw that.
For sure, bro. That was a big part of inclusion, man. That just made me so happy, bro, because, like, man, as a kid, shit, I couldn't, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't afford no Bears game. You know what I'm saying? So when I came into the Bears arena and I started to see in my past say things like iLLANOiZE, fan-sided, then my last one was Right to Make It Right. It's like, man, bro, this shit's surreal, bro. And that was
that's the best way to say it. Surreal.
Surreal, bro.
Surreal feeling.
For real. In the same city you grew up watching these sports, you know, I damn near idolizing these stars, you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, bro, for sure. And like I say, hats off to you on that, bro, because I ain't never seen nobody perform on ice, you know?
Man,
man,
I appreciate it, bro. They had a nice little foundation laid for me. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't like I was, you know, I slipped a little on one fire, but nah, it was straight, though. It was straight. I wish I knew how to ice skate, for real.
Man,
I tried it.
Yeah, I stay away from ice skating. But yeah, man, you touched on your new album a little bit, man. What can we expect out of the album? I know you said it's gonna be a personal thing, but like, what can we expect, like, as far as release dates, man? Like, what type of tracks we gonna get?
Definitely.
And like, who you working with as far as production on that?
Yeah, it's definitely it's coming soon, super soon. Like, maybe, I don't want to overspeak. I don't know I can't be exact, but ideally, I would like to have it out in the next month. So, hopefully, like, by the end of July. But I'm working with, you know, the home team. I got Diamond Solo on there.
For sure.
They got some singles on there. They did the single Influence. I'm working with these artists, not artists, I'm working with these producers. They feel like artists, but shout out my boy Sake. Sake did Slow Jams. He produced Slow Jams, so I'm working with him. Mitchell Waynes, they all from Amsterdam.
Oh yeah, dope.
So they some Amsterdam guys, man. The Netherlands, they got that sound. It's a different sound. So for sure. And it's something that I kind of wanted just incorporate this time in the album is just like I'm a well-traveled person, so like I like hearing different sounds. I like hearing, you know, just pushing just the sound of what I do, and elevating what I've done, and just, you know, expressing a little bit more. I feel like it's gonna be more open as far as subject matter. People gonna just get a little bit more of me. I feel like just with demos and World Series, it was more so displaying my talent, just my skill. And I feel like this one is just displaying like just me, my personality, who I really am, and just where I am in life and where I'm about to go. And it's all kind of springboarded off of where I've been. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, sure we gonna, you know, we looking forward to it.
Yeah,
over
man,
here,
it's
man.
coming. It's definitely coming.
For sure that we definitely gonna get in tune with you, man. And we gotta talk about the coach partnership, man. Cause you in here coach down, bro. So man, you represent well, man. So you can go ahead and talk about the partnership.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Coach.
For sure.
I just been blessed, man. Blessed. I can't thank God enough for just the blessings He been giving me, for real. This is just, you know, something that came just through my time in Nashville, just working with the right people, being at the right place at the right time.
Absolutely.
I got a super supportive team behind me. So yeah, man, it's like I can't say too much, but it's definitely some big things coming. Some things to look forward to.
Stay down.
But it's definitely a blessing and just like a humbling experience to be a part of like a brand that, you know, I feel like I represent and it represents me as well. It's two things that kind of coincide perfectly, because like growing up, my mom, she used to have Coach bucket hats, so I just see little Coach items and stuff like that. And at the time, I was never thinking about fashion and stuff. And by the time I probably got to fashion, just little things like once you like hone in on your style, like I feel like as a person, and once you like get comfortable with like what you like to wear and what, you know, what brands you identify with, I feel like that's when, you know, you start making clear-cut decisions. And Coach is definitely it just aligns with just who I am, for real, with Charles, for real.
Absolutely. You had to give us the real with Charles.
Yeah.
For sure, man. I know your family and everybody around you, man, they proud of you, man.
Definitely. My dad, I wish he could have been out here for Father's Day, but he definitely super proud, man. He just seeing it all. He came to my show. This is the first show he'd been to. It was last week in Nashville.
For sure.
He got a chance to see me. So that was super dope, just having that experience. So yeah, man. And my mom too, she got to see it too. They came out to support. So shout out to y'all. I didn't get a chance to get y'all shout out during the performance.
For sure that. Man, that's dope, man. I love hearing things like that, bro. So man, we gotta go, man. One thing, if you could show the world one way of you that's like not really necessarily displayed through your music, like a personal hobby you love, something you love to watch, anything that can, you know, bridge the connection more between you, your listeners, and those who's yet to find out about you, what would it be?
Let me see. Man, bro, it's crazy. Like a bridge. We was just playing pool yesterday. I'm like a pool shark.
You
listen. I don't like gambling. I got a lot of friends that gamble, just, you know, what's FanDuel, all that. I can't do none of that. But the one thing I can do, if you want to get on the pool table, I will take your money for sure. I will take it. So like that's one thing I like to do is just like pool. Definitely, I like swimming too. I have between that too. So just, you know, just things that help me unwind. Like, you know, I really like just binge watching shows sometimes. If I can watch with my girl be on, she be like, you don't never finish nothing you start. And I don't, because the way my mind works, it's hard to sit still sometimes.
I feel you. Right?
I definitely just try to use, like, you know, just like the free time to try to relax. Like Ron be joking with me sometimes. He be like, yeah, you kind of gotta, you the only person that gotta focus on relax.
I feel
so I'm still trying to get better with that. But like, yeah, man, just in my downtime, man, now that I'm a father, like, I love spending time with my son, just watching him grow and develop, and just seeing him learn and figure things out.
Yeah,
at
that's
his
amazing,
pace.
bro.
Like, man, it's crazy. So it's been a blessing.
For sure. Does fatherhood bring you a lot of downtime, you would say?
I wouldn't say downtime. What I learned about fatherhood is about how strategic you use your time. So like the time like that I get to just spend with him, like it's like, okay, I do that. Then when he go to sleep, it's like, all right, either I'm gonna go to sleep or I'm gonna do something else right now. So like, I wouldn't say just a lot of downtime. It's just been helping me, like, you know, prioritize my time for sure. So that's been the main thing, and that's been a blessing in itself too, because like it just helps you just be a little bit more tactical, a little bit more on point with everything. So
for sure, bro. That's dope, man. Shout out to you and fatherhood, bro.
man, shout out to all the fathers,
for
man,
sure, bro.
Worldwide.
Love hearing that, bro. And man, and one more question, bro. What would if you had one song to play? It can be something new. It could be something old for somebody who never listened to you. And you walking down the street, they say, "Hey, you rap? Oh yeah, I got the song for you." What song would it be?
Man, that's out right now. I say No Deal. No Deal is that song. But when I release this single, it's gonna be that song.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be that song.
It's on some new.
Yeah. It's called Influence. Be on the lookout for that. Yeah, it's definitely called Influence, which even, you know, it play into, well, the song doesn't, but just me even being an influencer with Coach, it's all under the same umbrella. So yeah, just look out for that one, man. Influence is coming. It's heavy, and it's true to me. It's really like when I say Charles, like I feel like the people gonna pick up on it too. Like I feel like people who've been growing with me from the start, they know Charles. Like everybody, and I hate to speak on it like third person because that's
I know how it goes.
But like who I really am. Like, I'm ready to just display more of that than the artistry, just more of the personal side.
Some telling me this artwork gonna be cold.
Definitely, it definitely is.
That sound, man, the album, man, that sound like something, man. That's like Ray.
Yeah.
That's like, shoot, no pun intended, Ray Charles, but it sound like something that's gonna be cold, bro.
Yeah, man, this is me, unapologetically. This is me. This is the truth. This is Charles, man. So.
Hey, for sure, man. I'm sure the ones that been tapped in with you from the jump, they gonna love this one.
For sure. I feel like, and even new listeners too. Like, I got something for everybody on here, and I feel like it's definitely gonna just be the common thread between everything I've done and just like where I want to go to. So.
For sure, that Ben. Before we get up out of here, man, just let everybody know where they can follow you, where they can find your music and all that good stuff, bro.
I'm on all streaming platforms for sure right now. You can go check me out on Spotify, Apple, Tidal. You can follow me on all social media, Goody, GOODY, UNLMTD. And that's on all social media. And yeah, man, I released a project in March called Goody. It's a 3-song EP, 3-song release. So that was what I've done recently. Slow Jams is a single off that, so go check that out. Shout out to y'all too for running Slow Jams, man. Shout out to Biko.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, man.
For sure. Appreciate it. Y'all always hold it down and support. Can't appreciate y'all enough. Can't express it enough, man.
Hey, no problem, bro. Like I say, man, you've been tapped in from the jump, bro. You probably been tapped in with us since before then. You know what I'm saying? So that shit been real, bro. It started out with a QA. You know what I'm saying? Then, man, we got time to, you know what I'm saying, come together and put this together, bro. So it's been a dope experience connecting with you, bro, for sure.
Yeah, man. No, it's been super dope. Like I said, man, like I went to school for media management. Never did nothing with it, but like I can't say never did nothing with it, but what I see y'all doing and just like how y'all just how the network has grown, man. I'm just honored to even be a part.
Hey,
we all extended to
for sure. We appreciate that, bro. You know how it go, man.
Yeah, man, for sure.
For sure. But hey, until next time, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in, man. I'm here with my boy Goody, man. He took some time out, come through after a busy Juneteenth weekend, Father's Day weekend. So hey, this one major, bro. I appreciate it to the fullest, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
For sure, and good luck to you, everything you got going on, bro. And man, keep it pushing, bro. We on the lookout over here.
Yes, sir.
For sure. Until next time, y'all.